here. And Sasha would normally have run this morning and try to really capitalize on the conditions, but we tried to convince them to go on a little later so we can get you on the broadcast, because this car is an unbelievable bit of tech, and it is a hybrid powertrain 350Z.
It is honestly my favorite Time Attack car across all Time Attack series. It's just absolutely awesome.
It's got so much going on in it. So it's got 30 plus more horsepower from the hybrid unit that it had last year at Lime Rock, but it's an all-wheel drive car. It has a VQ V6 that makes about 650 horsepower, and then an additional few hundred come from that electric powertrain. And a lot of this technology, the battery system is bespoke to this car, water-cooled battery unit that is done by Mountain Pass Performance. It's got a carbon drive shaft this season, a lightweight diffuser, carbon firewall, and a carbon and 3D printed aluminum front subframe brace. So this car is absolutely set up to go as fast as possible around Lime Rock Park.
Yeah, and the cool thing is it's actually based, the chassis is actually one of the original Nissan World Challenge cars from back in the day.
Is that right?
Yes, it's one of the old World Challenge cars that he's built.
Who drove it?
I do not remember.
So I probably announced it then. I'm just really curious.
But yeah, such an awesome car. And then it's got the motor control actually out of the Formula One car for the hybrid system.
So cool. Here comes Sasha Anis into turn one. They said yesterday the battery system was overheating. It could have run a 50.4, but it only ran a 50.8. They don't anticipate to go faster today on the used tires they've got, but they're going to give us a show.
It's such an impressive Time Attack car, especially since for Unlimited, it's low horsepower. You know, it's got a naturally aspirated Nissan V6 and the hybrid motor. I mean, it's sub 800 horsepower. When you look at people like Steven Luca making well over 1,000.
Over the crest there, all-wheel drive power from this hybrid powertrain, red 350Z through West Bend. Whoa.
Sounds so great.
That was dicey. A little traffic to contend with as well.
Yeah, and then just look at that arrow, putting the work in the downhill.
Well, it might not be a track record this time.
51.7 that time by. Oh, big lockup from the 370Z.
Hand up, yep. Saying, go ahead. I got an. He looks like he may have a little issue.
Yeah, something.
Boy, that's an interesting wing placement on that Mustang too, on that rear wing, instead of coming up straight from the back, right from the center of the frame.
Yeah, it's similar to the GT3 Mustangs they run in IMSA nowadays.
Yeah. So this is Steve Luca, and he took back Ferris Khartoumi's Mid-Ohio track record in Unlimited, and his goal is now to chase Ferris Khartoumi's times, and that to be chasing Ferris is an accomplishment anywhere,
especially in something like a Mustang versus your Corvette, which is automatically more, on the side. This is definitely way heavier than Ferris's Corvette.
And this is knocking on the door of what our first track record here was with James Houghton, who set the original Gridlife track record back in 2022 as a 52.3. He's not that far off from that record.
No, not at all.
Although Sasha has since eclipsed that quite a ways.
Incredible speed down the front straight.
As far as the Unlimited rear-wheel drive record, though, I guess Sasha's car technically was rear-wheel drive.
It is rear-wheel drive, yes. The hybrid motor for that is actually in the bell housing.
Ah, okay.
And so he doesn't need a starter for the car. He just uses the motor.
That's fascinating.
I was just watching. I didn't see it was the car behind this guy right here, just coming through the diving turn. He carried a slide through that turn and two major corrections and hung on to it to save the lap.
Oh, and Kyle McHugh improved in track mod. He ran a 54.6 that first lap. So, he is 300ths off Brad Perkins for that first position in track mod, which that's crucial for the season points championship.
Yeah, it's really tight here. Sasha comes back through, again, still running really quick times, but not quick enough.
Luca just improved in that session, but not overall. That was a 53.6 that time by. And here comes Patton down the front stretch.
This will be a street mod time. We'll pull up the street mod ticker just in time to see if he improves.
He must have caught some traffic there and backed off, because that was a 102.
Here comes McHugh again in track mod. Let's see if this goes faster still.
They must have caught some traffic, because I see definitely some gaps that are created there.
Sasha has backed it down. I think standing yellow flag there at the uphill as well.
Wonder if there's something there.
I thought I saw maybe someone pulled off to driver's left.
We've seen a few incidents up the uphill this weekend, so
yeah,
it's definitely a tricky place when the car unloads.
But you got to have that car absolutely straight and on pointed to the track as you come over that straight, because if it doesn't, it's going to be a big moment, one way or the other.
You're along for the ride at that point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sasha's back on it, it looks like.
Sounds absolutely phenomenal, that V6, you know. The Nissan VQ has the reputation for being a little drony, but in a race application like this, you know, 600 horsepower, one of those is no slouch.
Whoop, little bobble
little
there.
Bit of slide. Oh, and we are full course yellow now.
Yeah,
Must be an issue.
I think I thought I saw a car at the top.